Lesson 35, Factoring the greatest common factor and canceling. Now remember that the greatest common factor of an expression is the greatest common factor of the numbers and the common letters with the smallest exponent they appear. So in this case, for 5 and 10, the greatest common factor is 5, and for the letters, A is the only common letter. Now what we're going to do is we're going to divide 5x by 5a and 10ac by 5a. So we divide each of the terms by the greatest common factor. And when we do that, we get x minus 2c. And that's it. The next example is exactly the same, but we have 3 terms, so we have to consider all 3 of them. So in this case, we have 3 and 1 as our numerical coefficients, so we are going to leave 1 as our greatest common factor. And then for the letters, we have A5, A7, and A8, so we're going to choose A5. X3, X4, and X2, so we'll choose X2. And M4, M2, and M3, so we'll choose M2. And again, we're going to divide all of them by the greatest common factor. And when I do that, the A5s cancel, and X3 divided by X2 is X, and M4 divided by M2 is M2. In the next one, I have A7 divided by A2, which is A5. M2 divided by M2 is 1, so I cancel that. And X4 divided by X2 is X2. Then we have plus 3, and 8 divided by A2 is 8, 6. M3 divided by M2 is M, and the X2 divided by X2 is 1. So that would be our answer. In this one, it would also be 5, so we'll get the 5 out. M2 and M5 will do M2. X3 and X7 will do X3. And Y4, Y6 will do Y4. And then we'll divide by the greatest common factor. So when I divide that, when I divide the first expression, everything cancels because we're dividing the same number. We're dividing by the same number. So the answer will be 1. And we have to remember to put that 1. And then when we divide 10 divided by 5 is 2. And 5 divided by 2 is M3. Y6 divided by Y4 is Y2. And X7 divided by X3 is X4. And that would be our answer. In the next example, the greatest common factor is 3. The X2 and X4 is X2. And Y3, Y5 is Y3. Now remember, M is not common, so we don't put it as our greatest common factor. And again, when we divide, the first one is going to cancel, so we need to remember to put the 1. And then in the second one, we will have 3. Then X4 divided by X2 is X2. Y5 divided by Y3 is Y2. And then we have the M. And that's our answer. Now in this next part, we have to cancel. But to do that, what we have to remember is the 5 is dividing both the first term as the second term. So the easiest thing to do is just divide each term. Is to divide each term. So 5p divided by 5 is p, and 5 divided by 5 is 1. So the answer is p minus 1. Now, a very common mistake is for people to think, oh, I'll just cancel the 5 and the 5, and my answer is 5p. But that's wrong. Notice what the difference is. The correct answer is p minus 1. In this one, we'll do the same. So 4p divided by 4p is 1. And then negative 8 divided by 4 is negative 2. And p2 divided by p is p. In this last exercise, we'll do the same. 10x divided by 2x is 5. And then 6 divided by 2 is 3. X2 divided by x is x. And then the m has to stay there. And that's our answer. Very simple lesson. Just be very careful when you are dividing and choosing the greatest common factor. All right, you're doing great. Keep going. I'll see you in the next lesson.